Traders War Room proudly presents the daily video with the best trading and investing alerts anywhere on any platform. With up-to-date stock, chart, and market news, TWR is simply your one-stop shop. Thirsty Thursday and Lotto picks. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room. I'm back at you with another video. Guys, I have a couple announcements, man. First and foremost, I have to welcome my granddaughter into this world. I am a proud first-time grandparent of a beautiful baby girl, and I can't be more proud for my son. And here's a picture of her. Guys, this is truly something that's melted my heart, and I appreciate all the love and support when I told people I was cutting out early today to go welcome her into this world. So appreciate that. Next thing of note is that we are now on Traders War Room, is on that new application, Threads. And it's that kind of the meta version of Twitter. And, it's blowing up. I mean, you got like 10 million people that signed up for it in the first day. I mean, it's coming out. So definitely take a look at us. It's still going to be at Traders War Room. Definitely. You can have a link in the description where you can get hooked up at. But guys, check us out on Threads. It's going to be the same stuff that we push out on all the other content, all the other applications, stuff like that. And third, guys, if you haven't signed up for our Level Ladies training that we have, it's powered by Upgrade Chat, and we have two options. So you can buy week by week each session, and every session you get the recorded copy, or you can purchase the entire month. Now you might be like, well, I already missed last week. Not an issue, okay? Because you go ahead and you purchase the whole month and you get the recording of the first session. And believe me, it was so interactive that pretty much all the questions that were asked, because it's done live, you probably were asking the same questions and everything was broken down step by step. So definitely, this is a wealth of knowledge, and it is a one of a kind, and only on Traders War Room, guys. And just look at the comments that have come from people. I mean, you can pause and read these comments all you want, but it's just over and over Snowman giving positive comment. And those of you that don't know Snowman, he's also an analyst on the TWR platform, and he knows how to trade, man. And so for him to give some props, that's a good thing, because he's not just a normal clientele or member of TWR. He's actually a trusted analyst himself. So an analyst giving another analyst some props, that's big kudos right there. And I mean, it just kept going on and on. Bane, Diana, G4 Trader, Nikki, and even my co-owner right there, Shiner. He's been trading, guys, for 35 plus years. Used to be an old Wall Street broker back on the block, guys. And when he says something gave him a new perspective, it's definitely something you should pay attention to. We got Edith, has a positive review as well. Guys, I could go on and on and on, but definitely you're not going to find this training anywhere else other than Traders War Room. So the link is in the description. I highly suggest, if you're serious about wanting to become a better trader, you spin yourself up, you upgrade to this platform, and I hope to see you in class on Sunday and the rest of the Sundays continuing on out of this month. She is a fantastic addition to Traders War Room, and she is a great wealth of knowledge, man. And basically, her classes go every Sunday. They're about 2 hour long. She does some instructional things, and then she goes over a weekly watch list on both a bull and a bear case to look for. And I'm telling you guys, so far this week, everything she talked about and with all her levels have hit the mark, okay? So definitely it's worth the price of admission, and the link is in the description on that one as well. But without further ado, guys, I'm super stoked for this video. I'm super happy to be a brand new grandfather. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war together, team. I got a fantastic video. Let's get it right now. The market is our war zone and stocks are the battle. Join TWR and let's go to war. Activate your 2-day trial of TWR All Access on the Discord platform. Stay tuned at the end for TWR Hot Products and Services. Alert update. All right, so starting off, you guys know how I like to get the bad news out of the way. We took a minimal loss in UPS. It's a Dow stock. It just wasn't moving fast enough in our direction. And I got a feeling that market makers were probably keeping it in a certain level while they deal with this union strike type of deal. So we went ahead, got in at 54, came out at 36, took the loss, and moved on with the money in something that would actually make some money. Another trade that ended at break even. We didn't have any gain, we didn't have any loss. But guys, I'm actually going to consider this a win because we had been in this trade for a minute and we averaged down, I think, a total of 3 times to get our average as low as possible that we could. And today, because of the downtrending pressure, we were able to hit break even. It even peaked above break even, but like I told you guys when I alerted this, I said, look, we hit the target, we're out, because we can always utilize that money in another trade. We just want to be green or break even on this trade. So we went ahead, secured profit, and moved on to a different trade. Now that we got the bad news out of the way, let's talk about the good news. Look at AMD, man. Absolutely destroyed this trade. Went in at 60, swung this over the evening, and we were able to come out at top at 153, and that's good for 2x plus on that trade, man. So absolute, those minimal losses and at break even that we had with UPS and Apple, those are out of sight, out of mind with this trade right here. Kept the momentum going with the swing trade on BABA. Chinese stocks have been struggling. We went ahead and capitalized on some of the downtrending pressure. Now, you guys might be thinking, why didn't this hit more? Well, we went further out of the money because premiums were juiced on this. So we went out of the money at the 80 put, 14 July, 52. We ended up trimming at 60, and we decided to go ahead and come out at 74. And we left a few runners with the stop loss above break even since we have some time. So hopefully we can capitalize on this as the day comes to an end of the week tomorrow and possibly into next week. But definitely runners, you keep that stop loss above break even and everything is green on the trade. Look at this trade, man. I got a lot of hate on this one because as soon as we got into this trade at 43, Nike actually popped, right? And I said, look, the news on Nike is definitely bearish. Don't get spun up on, a little bit of a bounce because the trend is definitely our friend on this one, and we're going to go down. And look at that today, 43 to 238. Those of you that had them diamond hands and you held like a true TWR bull, you guys were absolutely crushing this, okay? And yes, bulls can be bearish because the bull is going out and attacking the market, all right? 43 to 238, that's what I call slam dunk. Another killer trade on SPY, and we've been eating off of this for a minute. We went ahead and got into those 440 puts, swung those into that 64, trimmed at 70, 75, and we're able to come out today at 223 and with the final out at 244. No greed, guys. When you have come-ups like that, specifically in things that can turn on a dime, you take your money and you run. And 64 to 244, ain't nobody complaining about taking that check to the bank. Got a little bit of lunch money on Amazon. Now, you guys might look at that like 35 to 56 big whoop. Guys, yeah, big whoop if you're one contract. But, man, if you're going in 10 to 20 deep specifically on these high volume, high liquid type of stocks, that starts to add up, man. 20 contracts at this, at $20 a pop, you're making some money. Now you're talking my language, okay? So definitely the money compounds and a win is a win. So don't shy away from these little 20-buck winners, okay? Because when you go in with multiple contracts, once you feel comfortable with going in a little bit deeper, you can make some decent bank off of just a little bit of movement. So we went ahead, took the cash, and ran that check to the bank as well. And I'm super proud about this trade because this was a swing trade. Man, I got a lot of hate mail this morning because this opened and we were actually red on this one. And people were like, man, I knew I shouldn't have took that trade, blah, 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 right? And I told people in the alert, I said, listen, just chill for a minute. Let the volatility subside a little bit. Let's get our direction and make a tactical decision. We waited a little bit, volatility subsided, and guess what? We started doing the cascading effect to the downside, and we were able to come out of this for plus $30 per contract, okay? Patience pays the bills, guys. And remember, these are just my trades. I have over 30 analysts and algos that push every market day, like these killers. Shiner doing what he does, SPX, scalp, scalp, scalp. TLM with a beautiful swing trade on Microsoft, entered 127. Send the alert to go ahead and cut at 2 and then raise your stop loss above break even. Of course, it's risk-free. Mixed pick, pulling out a great XRP trade, going short side for 100% at a 10K leverage. And Trade Hunter with a massive swing trade on Crowd that went from 73 all the way to 375, absolutely destroying it. $100 to $1,000 per day is possible as a trader's war room market warrior. So quit wasting that money that's not making money and join TWR today. All links are in the description. Stocks I like. Okay, so here's how the chart's gonna go. Basically, you're gonna see three colors: purple, blue, and red. The purple, that's our battle zone, all right? Triggers on the high and the low that give us the idea of continuation to either our high target, which is blue, or our low target, which is red. Definitely gotta use these as trigger points and ideas because the volatility of the market can change the landscape in an instant, okay? So very cautious, head on a swivel, and be ready to attack. So we're looking at SPY, right? And SPY is getting real tight here after a nice little dump. Now at the battle zone, we're looking for most likely continuation to the downside, which will probably go into the 50-day moving average, which is that fat red line. So we're looking at the battle zone in pink, and if we hold this level or go below it, we're looking for the puts down to the 50-day moving average, where we're expecting to see probably a little bit of a bounce or some consolidation. If we can stay above the battle zone, then we have to respect the trend and potentially go retest those previous highs, which will be looking for some calls to push back above those shorter moving averages. Rivian has been on a tear here recently, and we've just pushed out of a consolidation top, and basically it was kind of a broadening wedge. If you look at it, basically you can kind of see the wedge right here. So you can see from that point where we kind of had this broadening wedge where we started out wide and we got tight, and then we broke to the upside. This gives me an idea that we have a little bit more continuation to the upside. So I'll be looking for a break above the battle zone to go and retest that higher level in the blue, potentially above 23 would be ideal before we start to see a cool down to go back and find support at the previous high level. Teledoc is interesting, and I would probably wager that this has another leg to the downside coming. We got a very nice cascading effect to the downside. We have a little bit of consolidation at the bottom where we're kind of seeing a little bit of support come in. If we can't hold above the battle zone, then most likely we're headed back down to go retest those lower levels there at the red line. Toast is interesting. Now, I have shares long of Toast, and we're definitely killing the shares because we got our position established back when it was a lot lower than it is currently. However, we are looking pretty good. If we can hold above this battle zone, I would like to see this to push towards the blue line and maybe potentially attack the top levels there, seeing if we have a potential for a breakout. If we fail to hold above the battle zone, we'll probably go retest that 50-day, again, that fat red line, and we'll probably go see and find support down there at the lower levels, which is close to that red line. So it all depends on how we end up playing at the battle zone, but definitely this is a good one to kind of watch, and premiums are pretty cheap, so you can even give yourself a lot of time for not too much money. It's a good risk versus reward and a good bang for your buck type of trade. Square looks interesting right at the 50-day, and we're below it. If we can continue to stay below the 50-day, I like this for the push to the downside. And in fact, we're going to start July up with the TWR YouTube Trade, and guess what? This is going to be your TWR free trade alert. Let's go ahead and see what type of trade we got, a bull case and a bear case. So here you go. For the bull case, we're going to go ahead and push out the $67 call going out to 21 July. I like this price range. If we can get this between, I would say 135 to 155, depending on where we end up after pre-market, this would be a fantastic opportunity to get into this trade. I like the delta to theta ratio, and it has the volume. So if we get the push above the battle zone, we're going to look for this particular trade to push out a couple weeks. If we fail to hold above the battle zone, then we're going to look for the short side of the house. This one is a very decent trade, and I like everything about it, the delta, the theta, the volume, and we're going to look for the short side at the 62.5 put, going to same expiration, 21 July, and definitely the same price range. We're looking for that 135 to 155 zone for this trade if we fail to hold the battle zone. Last trade, and this would be a good potential Lotto, is Meta. We definitely look pretty bearish on Meta. It does have some bullish news. However, we're starting to see a little cool down based off of some economic data. I got a feeling we'll probably go to lose this level and go retest that 50-day moving average. So this is definitely one of those opportunities that you could probably swing this over the weekend potentially to the short side of the house and be able to capitalize on some of the pressure going in over this week of kind of lower, push in the economy going into next week and catching it at the bell for a decent little push. So I'll be looking for a Lotto trade, most likely to the short side of the house on Meta, seeing if we can capitalize on that. And finally, I'm going to go ahead and finish off with a true Lotto Meta. I like this one. Most likely, we're looking for a little short play here. It seems as though it's losing some of its closer moving averages, and it'll probably go down to retest that 50-day moving average. Definitely, it's a little expensive to go at the money or in the money, so we'll probably have to go out of the money a little bit, and we want to make sure we give ourselves enough time. If not, we can always do a 0 DTE, but we want to make sure we catch this on the rip so that we can definitely bank it. So I'm being very cautious, and any of you guys that follow me on the TWR platforms, you guys know if I get into this trade, I'm going to go ahead and alert it. So definitely, if you're not TWR All Access, get those links, spin yourself up, and become part of the team and join and trade with the bulls, because you'll definitely see this play most likely coming in tomorrow. TWR Hot Products and Services. We have an upcoming class that is set on 22 July at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. $15 will get you a seat, and everybody that purchases it will get the recording. TWR is going to teach you how to utilize level 2 stock data so that you can catch the big money reversals. Guys, this is one of those type of classes that is taking the basics that you probably already have got from just normal alerts, things that you can find on YouTube and things that you can Google, and we're adding to that with true experience from experienced traders. Shiner's going to be teaching this class. He has 35 years of trading experience, a former Wall Street guy that pretty much lived the Wolf on Wall Street type of lifestyle, and now he's here on the TWR platform that is pushing the information to you guys, and he's going to teach you the importance of how to utilize this level 2 data, what to look for, and the pros and the cons, and the secret sauce that he's learned throughout the years so that you can catch those huge money-making reversals off of the institutional buying. So definitely a class you don't want to miss. Go to traderswarroom.com/upcoming classes, sign up today, and as always, that link is in the description, so you can click that and it'll take you right to the website. And I hope to see you all in class when we hit this off on 22 July at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And just like I was talking about earlier, we got that TWR Levels Lady class. Guys, check it out. It's going on every Sunday into July. We're probably going to push the August schedule out here pretty soon. This is something that if you're serious about trading, you're serious about making money, okay, this is well worth the price of admission, because you are going to learn things that you're not going to be able to find on the internet, because this is coming from experience. It's the tricks of the trade, and we're giving this to you only on the TWR platform. So the link is in the description, and I hope to see a whole bunch of you coming onto the platform. If not for TWR All Access, at least come there to try out the Levels Lady class. Activate your 2-day trial of TWR All Access on the Discord platform. We cover it all at Traders War Room, whether you're looking for stocks, options, futures, Forex, crypto, or even sports betting, or you want real-time alerts, live trading, algo signals, or even if you just want to be part of a community of like-minded investors to grow, learn, and share together as a team. Something for everyone, every budget, and every style. Join TWR today and trade with the bulls. Traders War Room is your one-stop shop. Try our TWR one-to-one mentoring. Does the market have you feeling like this, or wanting to rip your hair out while you watch your account dwindle? If that's you, then Traders War Room has you covered. Our one-to-ones focus on you as a trader or investor. The Zoom session connects you with a TWR professional. Whether we're covering charts, developing a plan of attack, or being strategic and deep diving on the how, why, and execution of trade plans. TWR one-to-ones will give you the confidence to attack, conquer, destroy, and make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. Book your session today. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war. Make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join Traders War Room and bow to no one. Let's go to war.